Hello my dears, this is Frank and Angie coming to you from southern Italy. We're professional frugalists and we're all about frugal for freedom now. And so we want to talk about how to save money. We want to give information that you can use regardless of where you're at in life, whether you're in the US or whether you've retired to Ecuador or whether you're considering Europe or Italy or really anywhere else. And so we're talking about some of the things we've done and also we're exposed to and we're involved in all of those places. We're talking about smart purchases, like, in order to save money on our electric bill. Because, there's a lot of people that wonder how in the world can you guys support a family of 5 in the States on $1,500 plus rent, 5 adults. And how can you guys, how can you be living in Europe? How can you live in Italy, and how can you all this and that? So I want to give you some information right now that you can use and you can makes you think and makes you ponder about ways that you can make a smart purchase. So the smart purchase in the States. Okay, in the States we moved into a house that had gas. It had a gas, and the only thing that the gas was actually used for was for heating the house. So what was the smart purchase? The smart purchase was removing the gas heater. And it, relatively speaking, it wasn't really all that expensive. But you see, the way that we do things is we're always hacking everything, okay, all of our costs. And so this is a hacking story. And so what we did is we removed the gas stove and we hacked our way into a wood stove. Won't go into detail on this video about that, but we got ourselves a wood stove for no cash. We installed it, and then we got ourselves firewood for no cash all winter long. Now I know what you're thinking. I said, wait a minute, you got the stove no cash, you're getting the wood no cash. Well, that's a no-brainer, and that's correct. And if you had to pay for the wood and buy a brand new wood stove, you might as well just leave the gas heater in there in the first place. I guess my stories really relate to how I hacked my life, and what made sense for us. And so what would a person do? Well, they could get a used wood stove, different things people can do. They can have a wood lot, or they can look for ways to get free wood, which there are a lot of opportunities to do that. Okay, and that was in the States. In Ecuador, the gas is subsidized, so our gas bill there was under $10, or around $10 or less. And there, the gas, we used it to take showers and to cook with. And so there, the
gas was cheap.
The gas was cheap, but if you went out to get a slow cooker, a large-sized one, a family-sized slow cooker, you're going to spend almost $100 on a slow cooker. Maybe it's 80 over here, maybe it's 90 over here, but it's around that price.
For the big one.
Yeah, and so there's no incentive to get a slow cooker when looking at the dollars and cents aspect of it. Now, if you absolutely love cooking with slow cookers, great. But I'm just saying, from a dollars and cents point of view, you're going to spend all that money when you can be buying 10 months worth of gas at the same price it costs for a slow cooker. And so we didn't do that. We just used the gas. We just liberally used the gas in Ecuador. And I guess that's one of the things that people like about Ecuador, and that's what they're really kind of attracted to, is the idea that it's the cheapest place. But really, it's cheap because it's subsidized, and that's the government's trying to get away from that. So, and if there's anything that we've learned, is that you can't really rely on systems that are based on third-party political institutions or any institution being in control. So if they're in control, you're not. And so we're all about putting the control back into our hands where it belongs. And so that's why we did the wood stove thing in the States. All right, and then in Italy, a bottle of gas is $25. And I'm talking about a cylinder.
The same size as in Ecuador.
Same size in Ecuador, $25, $24, somewhere in there. We don't even use it here for showers. The only thing it's used for is for cooking. Even so, however, as you know, we do a lot of home cooking. I've been here now long enough to know that we go through 2 of those bottles a month just to cook. And so that's about $50 a month. And so how do they compare? We figured out I can actually get a slow cooker here for like 38 bucks. And because a slow cooker is a really low wattage usage, of electricity, it doesn't really use all that much electricity, so it actually saves you money. So in this case, it saves us on gas costs. And this is where the smart purchase definition comes in. If we could just cook just half of our meals, not all of them, we cook twice a day, and if just once a day it was a slow cooker cooked, that our gas would last us twice as long. A little bit of math. And that's exactly what's happening. We haven't bought a tank yet, and it's been going on 4 weeks, and we haven't. It's just now almost getting ready to get replaced. And so we're looking like the smart purchase at $25 a month, $24 a month. You know, even if it costs $40, $50, within 2 months we will have paid for the cost of the cooker. Not so in Ecuador. You're not going to pay for the cost of the cooker by saving anything. The cooker is going to cost you, you know, the 80, 90, 100 bucks no matter what you do. And you know, you don't need a cooker to cook on gas, so you can just use your regular pots and pans. So those are the 3 differences that we've personally experienced as life hackers to save money on our utility bills. And that's just one of the utility bills that we save money on. And of course, there's a lot of other things. There's several other things that can be done to save money on utility bills in general, but this is the one that we're, you know, experiencing right at the moment, where we can compare Italy, you know, in addition to Ecuador and the US. So those are the 3 things that I had on my mind today. I hope that served you well in some way. Let us know in the comments, what way have you figured out a smart purchase for you, whether you're in the US, in Ecuador, or Italy, or wherever you are in the world. Let us know what a smart purchase means to you. Some of you are wasting $1,000 a month, thousands of dollars per year. But the good news is, I help people retire early or take their retirement back by showing them how to put $500 to $1,000 back into their budget every month. How much earlier could you retire with that? How much further would your pension go? Would it help you take your retirement back? If you'd like to know how some of these things could work for you, it is different for everyone, I'd like to have a chat with you and discuss how to potentially put $500 to $1,000 back into your budget every month. Consider clicking the link below to schedule a chat with us if it interests you. Thank you very much. Bye. As always, if you like the video, you know what to do, and thanks for watching.